You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neil, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. Back in the studio for this marathon with my friend Jeff. And no Neil and no Matt, but just my friend Jeff.
How are you, Ken?
How's it going?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you feel cleansed without the riff-raff here?
I miss the riff and the raff.
Just riff, but not raff?
I miss raff.
Who would be riff and who would be raff?
It's up for the audience to decide.
Okay. I think Matt is raff.
I'm not.
No comment?
I'm not making any. Yeah, no statement.
A little too raff. Well, we're happy to be back. Like we said, we're on a little break. Today's our first recording day back, and we're super excited. And we have another exciting pub-style game today, which means there are no rules, no holds barred.
We always say that, and then we end up having some kind of structure.
Well, structure, but no rules, right? We're renegades. And today, helping us out, well, let's start with our host, shall we? It's Lydia D'Agostino. She's a rules guy impersonator. We appreciate that. Coming to us from Massachusetts. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much. Happy to be back.
Yeah, always a pleasure to have you. Why don't you remind our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So like you said, I'm here coming to you from snowy Massachusetts. I am an infectious diseases pharmacist. And that's
Tasty.
That's really all that's exciting about me, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true, but it is cool. Like I find it very interesting.
What's the I guess line of demarcation between a standard pharmacist and an infectious disease pharmacist?
So I would say, we all get the same baseline training, but then I had to do some more advanced extra training specifically in the infectious diseases field.
Okay. So specializing in antibiotics, antiviral medicines, and things like that?
You bet. Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Well, glad to have you with us again. You're going to be providing the pub-style questions today, and happy to have you. Also, we have Kristin Pilotte. She's from the DMV area, as she said. Not the DMV that you're thinking of, hopefully, but the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, currently in Maryland, correct?
That is right. I live in Virginia, but I've been living at my mom's house for almost a year now, so
okay.
She's in Maryland.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm an engineer. I normally live in Virginia, as I said. It's funny you brought up Riff Raff because I have 3 cats, one of whom is named Riff Raff, and he's the one that is physically in the room with me right now.
Oh, wow.
Although he's farther away and sleeping.
We couldn't have known that.
That is quite a coincidence.
I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
Riff Raff does not come up in conversation very much. I guess it's...
at my house it does. But
is it it's a Rocky Horror thing?
No, actually, him and his brother Rubble were both found in a dumpster. So
Okay.
They are the trash boys.
That's cute. Well, I love that. Love that you're here with us today, and excited to get this game started. There are no rules, so we don't need them. Let's get started.
All right. Sounds good. So I will say this does lean a little pop culture heavy, so I'm sorry you don't have your pop culture expert with you today. And all of the questions were loosely inspired by my dog's toys, which are just littered all over my house
I love
constantly.
that.
That's exactly what I'd like to have a dog.
Of all the ways to theme a game, this is one of my favorites.
Well, thank you.
You're just like, what the hell do I write questions about?
We
You're
call
just
it
looking
redecorating.
Right? Like
When I
they're
trip
everywhere.
over something when I'm
Mm-hmm.
Why
She
is the
could
door
not
not
be more
opening?
spoiled. All right. So let's jump in. So for question 1, we'll start with a general question. In addition to telling the world about your honor roll student, your rescue dog, how many miles you've run, and what your family looks like in stick figure form, bumper stickers are commonly used in support of political candidates. The first example of this use is credited to the campaign of what American president? It may have helped that he had a relatively short slogan.
Probably not Tippecanoe and Tyler too.
I don't think there were many bumpers.
I don't think there were many
old
bumpers.
buggies.
They
To
just
put cars-
stick
or
the sticker
stickers
right on the
even. I mean-
horse's ass.
Right? What did they use as the glue? I don't want to know. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk about a horse's ass, Nixon 72.
I mean, that could be. You said a short slogan or a short name?
Short slogan.
Short slogan.
I was thinking I like Ike, but
Yeah, I love that.
That's when everybody started getting all their suburban cars. You know, the white people.
so I
And-
will say that where I live is the bumper sticker around, or where I'm currently living, not where I live. The bumper sticker is choose civility in Colombia.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know that a lot of people do actually choose civility, but anybody who's from here will know that.
Their car tells them to.
Definitely
at least.
not on the road.
Well, I like Ike. I think that's a great slogan.
I kind of remember it being on buttons, so why wouldn't it be on bumper stickers?
Yeah.
And that's correct. Yeah. So President Eisenhower. So the hint, I forgot to mention the categories do have hints. And the hint in that one was general, as he was famously a general in the Army.
Well, we got it regardless. So.
Yes, you did. Nicely
Don't
done.
expect me to pick up on hints.
Some of them are pretty obvious and others not so much. So, so for question number 2, the silence of the birds. One of nature's fascinating displays, a murmuration, is a phenomenon involving spinning, swooping, and swirling as a group to create massive shapes in the sky. This behavior is most associated with what bird?
Ooh. I knew all that about birds except for what kind of bird does this. Can you picture like the big flock sort of swooping through the sky together? Do you know what kind of how are you with birds, Kristin?
I play a lot of Wingspan, but that's not helping me right
All right,
now. I was trying to figure out the silence part, if there was something for that, like a bird that's notoriously quiet or something.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs, starling.
Is that what Silence of the Lambs thing?
You listened to the clue. See, I told you I wouldn't listen to the clues.
You did it.
Starlings.
I like it.
Yes, exactly. And exactly what that hint was referring to.
See, it takes a team. It takes a team to bring it all together.
It takes somebody who pays attention and can.
It's not that man.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say that, but I was implying it heavily.
All right, question 3, an out-of-this-world flop on a sesame seed bun. In addition to being a blatant ripoff of a different 80s movie and essentially a long-form commercial for McDonald's, what movie also gifted us with an uncredited appearance by a young Jennifer Aniston and a long-running late-night gag between Paul Rudd and Conan O'Brien?
Oh, I love this one. Jennifer Aniston was in that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
There's a big group dance scene, and she is one of the dancers.
So do you guys know about this Paul Rudd bit with Conan? So he keeps going on Conan O'Brien, promoting different movies, and he'll like set up the clip that they're about to show, but he always brings the same clip from this old movie and plays it on Conan O'Brien. And the clip is of a boy in a wheelchair rolling down the hill and then falling off the cliff. And it's from a movie called Mac and Me.
Oh my gosh, I remember that movie.
There's also a good Mystery Science Theater for the Netflix reboot where they did Mac and Me as well. So
wow, I would never would have gotten there, but that's hilarious. I remember that movie. I remember liking that movie. But
so it's a terrible movie, but it was my favorite movie when I was little because I was too afraid of E.T. So I watched Mac and Me all the time.
Was it Mac scarier than E.T.? Oh, I guess he doesn't nearly croak, right?
Yeah,
True.
I mean, to an adult eye, I am more terrified of Mac.
Yeah.
But E.T. scared the childhood.
E.T. is not scary, but the themes of E.T. are a little scary. Where he's
It's
like in
darker.
the isolation chamber and he's like shriveling up and stuff. I didn't care for that either.
I like my aliens to look less scrotal.
The less scrotal,
I
the better.
prefer that as well, right?
What about the Balchinians from Men in Black?
Much.
You don't like the Balchinians? All right.
I said what I said.
All right.
Stand by it. Okay, question 4. They couldn't find their way to the trophy. As of the 2025 season, there are 5 unlucky MLB teams that have never won a World Series. But which of these teams has the unfortunate distinction of being the only one of the 5 to never even appear in a World Series?
All right. A team that's not good. Who do I think of?
I don't think... I always think the Mariners made it, but I don't think they ever did, because I know Ken Griffey Jr. was great. But when I think of terrible teams, I think of the Padres.
Padres.
The Pirates won a bunch back in the day. Honus Wagner was a Pirate.
Okay.
Like 100 years ago.
So the Padres would be like the last team I think of when I think of
Which is
MLB
why
teams.
I think it's because they suck.
Kristen, are you a big baseball fan?
I am, but I'm more of an East Coaster, so
Okay.
I follow the Red Sox, which is not helpful, and the Nationals and the Orioles, all of whom have been in the World Series.
Yeah, and
won
I
the World
believe we've all
Series,
won them, too.
so-
All right. Well, I think we got a good line. And
Well, hang on. So the clue was he couldn't hit his way out of something. I just
They couldn't find their way to the trophy.
couldn't find their way to the trophy. Does anything with either the Mariners or the Padres?
they couldn't find their way to the trophy. Padre.
I mean, the Mariners, isn't their logo
There's the
like
rhyme
a
of the ancient
compass?
mariner.
Hmm.
And it could be a compass. I don't recall.
Should we go
off the top of my
Mariners?
head.
Should we trust Kristen's clue finding instinct?
I am. It's a coin flip for me, so I would go.
Let's go Mariners.
All right, and Mariners is correct.
Kristen, the second time you've saved us.
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what their logo was, but a mariner like is a sea navigator, right?
Yeah.
So, guess it makes sense that would be their logo.
We need Kristen today.
I mean, this was a
honest.
real team effort because I could not, for the life of me, I was like, Padres, I guess. I forgot about the Mariners entirely, which probably tells you something. So,
All right, so question 5. There is not a hint in this question, or in this category rather, but we're gonna play a round of my
Ruh-roh.
favorite game, Drug or Pokemon.
Okay.
oh, I love this game.
So, how many of the following list are drugs?
Okay.
We Geodon, Lucario, Maveret, Espeon, and Voltaren.
I think
Okay.
2 of those.
Well, so Lucario's a Pokemon, Espeon's a Pokemon. Voltaren is definitely a drug, and I didn't hear the other 2 enough to hear
Merit?
either way.
Geodon and Maveret.
Maveret. I think Maveret and that other one that you said are the drugs. So I think 2 out of the 5.
Is Geodon
No,
a
there's 3,
relate?
because Voltaren's also a drug, so that would be 3.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm
So there's
we're not
Geodude.
saying Geodon, right? We're saying that's Pokemon.
Unless it's a really new one. I mean, I've played all the Pokemon games a lot.
So
Yeah, which is why we're going to default to what Kristen thinks.
All right, we'll say 3 then.
I'm steering you guys wrong. I feel bad. I would say 2.
The points don't matter.
Okay, I know.
You stick with your original.
Okay,
It's 3.
we're gonna go 3.
Yes.
We didn't change our minds.
No,
Not at
of course
all.
not. So those 3 are, you listed them correctly. So Geodon, which is an antipsychotic, Maveret, which is for hepatitis C, and Voltaren, which is an anti-inflammatory.
All right.
But I will say I know a lot about drugs, but not a lot about Pokemon, and I am terrible at that. I can't keep the 2 straight.
Ironically, I've had an infectious disease doctor and had infectious disease medication shipped to me multiple times.
Now, Kristen, if you had to eat a Pokemon,
We're not
this
going
is
there.
a question I've been
Nope.
obsessed with. Would you go with a more food-like Pokemon, or would you go for the experience? Would you go for the novel experience and eat Mr. Mime, or would you be like, I'm going to have a Victory Bell salad?
Okay, so I don't think I could go for one that was humanoid-ish, right? Mr. Mime is humanoid-ish. Cannot do that.
I don't think you're like biting into rocks either. Like all of a sudden it's like,
Right. I don't think you're, but like a Kangaskhan, like people have had kangaroo in Australia. I've had kangaroo jerky,
yeah, I've
so
eaten kangaroo.
I mean, there's like an ice cream Pokemon, but would you go with something like that, or would you
probably go
eat something a
more
little
foodie.
scary?
Can I be honest with you? I have to think that there's something worth trying in Trubbish or
Trubbish?
Garbodor. They can't actually taste like garbage, right? I
I
know
think
they're
they are a
garbage Pokemon.
bag.
All right, that is a horrible assessment, Jeff.
They gotta
You
have
failed the question.
They gotta have flesh, right?
Oh, I don't want to think about their flesh.
So
Oh, no.
I mean, like, can you eat a ghost Pokemon?
Jeff spends most
Could
of
I
his
eat
day.
a Haunter?
Jeff spends most of his day thinking about flesh.
I'll be honest. Yeah. And also, now I'm really curious. So, like, what do you think would be the tastiest? I think Eevee might be pretty tasty.
I want to eat the Mr.
Oh,
Mime.
no.
Anyways,
Wait, which one? Are there any that are like? There's like a deer one that's from like a new.
The
like,
deerling. Yep.
Yeah, that one's probably pretty good.
You're
It
a
probably tastes
sick
pretty
man,
good.
Jeff. You're a sick man,
Is
and
there
now
a
we all know
chicken?
it. There's plenty of birds. There's plenty of birds. There are cow-like Pokemon. There's the one that's just literally ice cream.
Okay, but like,
and he's saying this. So he's a sick man.
That's Vanillite.
Well, on that note,
I think I would. Could I slurp a Ditto?
You just like weird stuff, man. Like I'm not gonna.
He's a sick
I'm
man.
not gonna yuck your yum, but that's
a very
weird.
fun phrase.
On that note, we're 5 questions in. We're perfect so far. So 5 for 5. 5 billion points.
All right, question 6, chock full. Costco is one of the largest retailers in America and well known for selling items in bulk. You may know that the overall best-selling item at Costco is toilet paper, but it may surprise you that Costco alone is responsible for 50% of the global sales of what food item? This is accomplished in part through close relationships with farmers in Africa, though selling them in 40-ounce bags certainly doesn't hurt.
40-ounce bags.
It's got to be coffee.
That's what I was thinking too. I just bought a big bag of coffee from.
But
Costco.
also chock full is like chock full of nuts or chock full of nuts. I don't know. There's a brand of coffee.
Are you in on the Costco now?
I just went with my family.
Nice.
I don't have my own card.
They have.
I can't justify it just for myself.
I get that.
I agree. That's where I'm at too.
Collectivo. They're selling Collectivo right now at our local one in a nice size bag. So
we like coffee.
I like coffee.
All right.
I love coffee.
So chock full was, in fact, a reference to nuts.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually cashews.
Oh.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. I let us totally.
You know what? I buy a lot of nuts from
nuts.
Costco because their walnuts are great and they're like way cheaper than most
I
other
also
stores.
bought a big bag of pecans.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with nuts at Costco.
So we were
I have a 40-ounce bag of
so we've
cashews
had
right off
scrotum,
screen here.
We've had we've had ball. We've had nuts. Where else are we going to go here?
Well, we missed that one, but hopefully we get back on track with number 7.
All right, question 7. Everyone's a winner. Dr. Robert Huizenga is famous for quite a few things, being the NFL physician with the, at the time, Oakland Raiders, writing the book the movie Any Given Sunday is based on, and serving as a medical expert in the original O.J. Simpson trial. But he's probably best known to most of America as the physician for what popular reality TV show?
Who's this? What's the name?
Robert Huizenga?
Is he like the on-staff doctor for Survivor or something?
Maybe.
He's a sports doctor, so...
Yeah, I was hearing someone else because I think Wayne Huizenga was a Chicago like businessman who I think he owned the Dolphins for a while. But
I don't know for sure, but I would guess that they have to have somebody pretty knowledgeable on sports medicine and also knowledgeable in general for Survivor, don't you think?
I like that guess.
Maybe he has some cameos when everybody passes out and gets injured and stuff during the game. So
does that happen on Survivor?
let's say Survivor.
So I've also never watched Survivor, so I don't know how prominent their physician is, but this is actually the doctor from The Biggest Loser.
Oh,
that makes sense.
I've never watched that show.
yeah, you'd be more prominent in I would think that show.
Ironically, the only ones I really watch are like Top Chef and other cooking shows. So I was like, well, if somebody cuts their finger off, but I don't think they have a doctor on site.
Here's a good piece of advice for when you're watching like old Survivor episodes. Don't look up where are they now. It's always bad. It's always horrible. In like the second season or something like that, a guy passes out into the bonfire, and then he gets medevaced, and he was okay. And I was like, oh, I hope he was okay. Let's see what happened to him later on. And
Murdered?
Like, later arrested on child pornography charges.
no.
So he's like, well,
It's
worse. Him then. I'm glad he's in the fire.
I hope he's not one they're bringing back for this season 30 or whatever it is.
Ken, he's gonna end up in the
Just
fire.
never look up the old survivors or professional wrestlers for that matter.
True.
No good can come of that.
No.
All right, question 8. That doesn't make sense. I thought they were French. The Three Musketeers bar is so named because it originally came in 3 flavors packaged together. This was later abandoned to focus on only the most popular flavor, chocolate. What were the 2 other original flavors?
I thought they were French. You know?
I have ideas.
You have ideas? Let's hear ideas. I have no ideas.
I think is this like the flavors of Neapolitan?
Ooh. Yeah, I like that. So a strawberry.
I had like a strawberry, a vanilla, and a chocolate, I thought.
And the vanilla is The one that
Chocolate is the one they still make.
Is it chocolate?
It's like a
nougat?
chocolate
It is
mousse.
chocolate.
Okay.
No, it's not nougat.
Chocolate
it's mousse.
nougat.
It's nougat, right?
Yeah, it's mousse.
It's something in between.
I do not know what nougat is.
I don't think anybody
Apparently
knows.
we don't
I don't think
either.
anybody knows what nougat is. I also just recently found out. Did you know this? Satin is a weave. It's not a
Yes.
fabric.
Okay.
So like anything can be a satin. I mean, a lot of fabrics or a lot of things don't make good satin. Silk does, but it's the type of weave.
Oh.
So yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. The more you know.
Exactly.
All right. We're going to say the Neapolitan flavors. Strawberry, chocolate, vanilla.
Correct. Yep. So strawberry and vanilla were originally part of the deal.
I'm not interested in finding out what vanilla tasted like, but a strawberry one piques my
Could
interest.
be really good.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It does sound good. Question 9, on the skids. We think we have it bad with mortgage rates in 2026, with recent 30-year mortgage rates around 6%. But the highest U.S. mortgage rate ever recorded was what rate in 1981? And I will give it to you within 3%.
Okay, that's helpful.
It was like 9?
It was double digits.
Double?
Oh, it was definitely double digits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents' first mortgage, which they got when they bought their house in 1983, I want to say was like 12%.
Okay. I was
So-
thinking 12 would be a good guess.
That gets us.
14 was in my head for some reason.
Which one?
So
14?
14.
Well, that does get us within range.
Well,
of
why don't
12.
we
So I would say
bump it up? Because I'm sure it's double digits, and it wouldn't have
go
just
all
been
the way to
10.
15?
No, I'm saying go 13. That gets us 10 all the way to 16.
Do you like that?
I do. I think that works.
All right.
So it was 18.61.
Oh, wow.
That's a credit card.
Wow.
It's insane.
I mean,
Yeah, but the houses cost $12.
yes. So
Right.
yes, if you math it out, it was still cheaper to have an 18% on like a house that was only like, not 5 times your annual salary. So
But did you get the home interest tax credit?
I don't know when that came
I don't know
into
when that
play.
came out.
Well, alls I know is I'm going to start whoring to pay my mortgage. So
Same.
Don't worry, the rate will come down when the economy crashes soon enough. It's fine.
Ugh.
Yeah, refinance. So on the skids was a reference to Skid Row's 18 in Life.
If I just listened.
listening is not my forte.
All right, question 10, not so straightforward. TV and film can often have a major impact on industry sales. For example, the release of Top Gun led to a 40% increase in Ray-Ban sales, and E.T. drove Reese's Pieces sales up by 65%. What 2004 movie had the opposite effect on sales of Merlot, causing a 7% decrease in its market share that took many years to recover?
Oh,
This has to be Sideways, right?
Yeah,
that's
sideways.
so good. That's great.
Of the 2 big wine movies, that's definitely one of them.
What's the other big wine movie?
Bottle Shock.
I've never heard of
It's not
that.
I've never
it's
heard
not
of
a
that.
big wine movie.
Did you say
It's just
Bioshock?
Bottle Shock.
Never heard
Bottle
of this.
Shock?
I think it had Alan Rickman in it.
Huh.
Did it make fun of Merlot all the time?
I
Because
never saw
Sideways
it.
definitely
I think
did.
it was a wine movie.
No, I
though.
think they crapped on Chianti the whole time.
Look, if you ask me to name a second wine movie, that's what I'm saying. I don't know anything about it.
Can you name a tertiary wine movie?
No.
Okay, good to know. On tap market.
So we're saying Sideways.
Yes, Sideways is correct. Beautiful.
All right. So after the first half of the game, we've got 7 of those right. So we're going to call that 7 billion points, right, Jeff?
No.
No, 7? Just 7 points?
70 or you got to go, I don't
All right,
know,
by
70? I don't know.
All right, 70 points.
Cool.
Jeff doesn't want you to have billions of points.
I just can't math it today.
Well, hope you guys are keeping score at home and also doing well.
And also, Ken, if I say eat the rich, I do mean the point rich as well.
Oh, the point rich. Yes, yes, yes. Well, you know what we're rich in?
Patron support.
Patron support. We'd like to be richer, correct?
Oh, who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
Not billionaire
But we
rich.
do feel rich because of all of our great listeners and fans. We do have to ask you guys for our support on Patreon, patreon.com/Triviality Podcast.
It's what keeps the lights on.
But we keep you rich in content, correct?
I hope so.
It's like 2 hours of additional content
I try
every month. That we
Probably too
provide.
hard.
Too hard?
Well,
So-
with the jokes.
Oh. Well, join us over on Patreon. $5, you get ad-free episodes as well as all that extra content. It's weekly bonus episodes we haven't missed. We keep the content flowing for you, keep the episodes flowing, including our Ask Me Anything, the crop drops. It's a lot of fun. That's where we get extra goofy. Hope you can join us over there. And at higher levels, we'll send you stuff in the mail, nice prizes. So make sure to join us over there, patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. And now for a short break.
Hey guys, Matt here. We're headed into March, and with the cold weather, I barely have the energy to get through work, trivia nights, and our marathon recording sessions, so I got no time to cook. That's why I've been using Factor. It makes healthy eating easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs, so I can eat well without planning or cooking. Right now, my go-to is the shredded chicken taco bowl with corn salsa and cilantro crema. It's packed with savory Mexican-style flavors and actually keeps me full. Can't beat that. Factor uses quality, functional ingredients, lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole foods, healthy fats with no refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and no refined seed oils. It makes healthier eating, calorie management, and getting more protein simple. They've got over 100 rotating weekly meals, high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean, plus the new Muscle Pro collection for strength and recovery. Always fresh, never frozen, ready in about 2 minutes. No prep, no stress. I use this, and I think, honestly, you guys would love it, too. Head to factormeals.com/triviality50off and use code triviality50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active.
Grown-ups, if there's a child in your life who is interested in, curious about, or fascinated by people and places from history, then my podcast, The Past and the Curious, might just be a hit in your home. From the invention of microscopes to world-traveling dogs to fashions of the 1890s, gold rush ghost towns, and audiences going wild for walking competitions, we've got a little bit of it all. Hosted by children's author and museum educator Mick Sullivan, that's me, the show is fun, funny, engaging, honest, and beloved by kids and parents alike. Find The Past and the Curious at all the usual podcast places.
And we are back, ready for another great round of trivia.
All right, jumping into round 2. So question 11, a glass slipper of sorts. In 2018, John Oliver donated a famous jockstrap to the last Blockbuster in Alaska in an attempt to help it stay open. The jockstrap had been purchased in a divorce auction put on by what actor? The actor later donated the proceeds to the Australia Zoo to fund the John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Award.
Such a great bit. Everything about this was so good.
All right, Jeff, I kind of remember this, but I don't know the details, so fill us in.
So not a glass slipper, Ken.
Uh-huh.
Can you think of what glass slipper reminds you of?
Cinderella.
And can you think of
Russell Crowe.
A boxing movie?
Russell Crowe.
It was Russell Crowe's jockstrap from Cinderella Man. Yeah. He sold it. They put it in a case in the last Blockbuster in Alaska. And then they named the John Oliver Chlamydia Award. So dumb. Everything about that was just chef's kiss. Perfect.
I love it.
It was. It sure was. And yes, so Russell Crowe is your answer. And I believe that Blockbuster did eventually
They did close. Yeah, I think they gave it back or they redonated it to another charity or something, but never cleaned. So still had the fresh funk of Russell Crowe in it.
Oh, Russell Crowe musk. Ugh.
Whose jockstrap would you prefer?
No one.
No.
I don't want anyone's jockstrap.
Yeah,
if it's
I
possible
don't
to be
know if
completely
Russell Crowe is who I'd pick.
Could I get Russell Crowe's jockstrap from Beautiful Mind? Why was he wearing one? What was his purpose? We don't know.
Well, that's how he achieved his Nash equilibrium.
I see.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
That's why we're moving on.
Yes. All right. Moving on to question 12, a throwaway question. There are 7 countries that have claims to be the geographic center of Europe, depending on where you set the boundaries. Lithuania seems to be the most widely accepted, as it is included in the Guinness Book of World Records for this. But if you include the inland seas and the Ural Mountains, it shifts east into Belarus. Both of these models seem to just completely ignore Iceland, which, if included, shifts the center north into what other country?
Shifts it north from Belarus to
Something about trash.
Huh?
The category was about trash.
Trash.
I
A
had
throwaway question.
A throwaway
What's your
question.
category?
I don't know how to digest that. Do you?
So,
Estonia.
why do you think Estonia?
Because you throw a
Come
stone.
from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's true, I presume that's where we're going with this. I would agree because Estonia is north of Latvia and Lithuania. So.
Fantastic.
I like it.
Yep, you're right. Estonia.
Look at me understanding clues.
Good
Look
work.
at me remembering
So proud.
clues.
Okay, question 13. I wonder if Grant Hill knows. They say opposites attract. What two commonly paired fruits count among their differences the ability to float in water? Due to differences in their peels, one of these fruits will float and the other will sink. Name both fruits and tell me which one sinks.
So, lemons and limes.
What makes you think that?
What was the hint?
Grant
I
Hill,
wonder if Grant Hill knows.
Who's Grant Hill?
basketball player.
Why did you go to lemons and limes?
Because they're similar.
No. Well,
So are peaches and plums.
Your instincts are correct, Ken, because Grant Hill was for quite a while the spokesperson for Sprite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
So let's say lemons and limes. I bet you lemons float and limes sink because their peels are denser.
Yep, that's exactly right. So lemons and the limes sink.
You know what? I got that based purely on thinking about similar fruits and thinking that one would sink and one would float.
Do you remember, was it Letterman that used to do Sink or Float? That was one of my favorites.
Will it float?
Yeah.
Yes, you did not even need my obscure 90s Sprite commercial reference.
Yeah, but we had to obey our thirst. So.
Yes.
All right, question 14, follow the leader. The Montgolfier brothers conducted the first hot air balloon flight with living beings in 1783 at the Royal Palace in Versailles. They sent up 3 animals in the basket. A duck and rooster were included as controls since they could fly at various altitudes. But what ruminant animal was included because it was oddly considered to be a reasonable approximation of human physiology?
Jeff, what does ruminant mean?
I was hoping you would have that answer for me today.
Kristen, what does ruminant mean?
It's not coming to me.
I don't know. Follow the leader. Does that get us anywhere?
Oh,
maybe.
Is this the thing that they are believed to do, but they don't actually do?
Oh, a lemming?
Yeah. Because it turns out the producers just push them off a cliff.
Didn't they say? She said that it's made of like human-like substance.
No, they think it's the analog to human. I mean, that could be rats for all that, right?
I mean, lemmings, they walk on 2 legs, right?
Do they?
Well, they did when they were getting pushed off
They
the
did
cliff.
in the video game.
Let's say lemmings.
So very close, or as close to humans as this animal is. It's a sheep.
Okay. Oh, because yeah.
What's a ruminant?
So I think it's something to do with like cud chewing.
Yes,
Like they
yes,
chew.
That's right. Yep.
So I'm a ruminant animal.
I guess if you're chewing your cud.
Too much information.
All right, question 15. That's impressive. Not accessible by a traditional mail truck, the most remote U.S. post office, the Supai Post Office, is located inside what U.S. national park?
Yep.
You know
Is that
this
the one in
one
the
off
Grand
the
Canyon?
bat.
Oh, yeah.
You got that too, Kristen? You said what?
I think it's the one in the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon, you agree?
They ride a horse down there.
Sounds good.
Yep, exactly. So it is in the Grand Canyon, and you can only get there by horse or mule or helicopter.
And you know the fun part about it? Ken, there's no upcharge. It's the same 79-cent stamp.
Fantastic.
Which proves to me that we could be doing a lot better.
Well, after 5 questions in that round, we are up to 11 correct. So 110 points is what you wanted to do?
Sure.
All right.
Not too shabby. All right, question 16. I liked the old one better. Which island nation includes the individual islands of New Britain and New Ireland?
The old one. I like the old one better.
So that's probably something that's called
New, also.
or Nova or
Papua New Guinea. New Zealand.
I like New Zealand better than Papua New Guinea.
I mean, I would read that, but
Nova Scotia, is that new? Does Nova mean new?
Yeah.
But it's not an island, is it? Doesn't it have some part that's touching the land?
Oh, so Lydia, would you kindly reread the beginning of that for us?
Absolutely. Which island nation includes the individual islands of New Britain and New Ireland?
Papua New Guinea?
I don't think so.
No. Were they not colonized?
Not by the British.
Okay.
I mean, New Zealand, I don't know. That was the Dutch. I mean, name. It's a Dutch name.
Mm-hmm.
Australia is an island nation. So maybe, like...
But what was the category again? It was something, we were hitting...
I liked the old one better.
I like the old one better, right. So it feels like that it's either going with old or new, right?
Right.
That's all I got. What do you think?
So,
Well, I guess we'll say
I mean, 2 islands. You could go New Zealand. I don't know.
New Zealand. Okay, we'll go New Zealand.
Oh, you had it, Ken. It's Papua New Guinea.
I know I had it. It's okay.
crazy. Well, you should have said something.
It's okay.
That's crazy.
Just let these guys
That is
talk.
wild.
It's fine.
I did look into why, but I can't for the life of me remember right now.
Exercise for the reader. You're leaving it as an exercise for the listener.
Yes. Homework. All right. Question 17. Damn clean. Early television shows aimed to be very proper, with married couples often sleeping in separate beds, and it would seem nobody had bodily functions until 1957, when what show had the first on-camera appearance of a toilet in an episode called Captain Jack? The censors actually wanted to cut the scene, but deemed it was okay since only the tank was visible.
It's a trivia classic.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You remember this one?
I think it was Leave It to Beaver, right?
I believe so.
Was it something with a pet alligator or something?
Maybe they were flushing the dead goldfish or something.
Yeah, something like that. Do you agree, Kristin?
I have nothing to add here because I know nothing about this, whatever this is.
I'm going to throw something out there. I think my great-grandparents, I remember going to my great-grandparents' house when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was still like the 1950s in their mind, even though it was like the 90s by then, because they had 2 separate beds. And
maybe they just didn't get along.
They
slept better.
It's underrated, I'll tell you. Sometimes having a guest bedroom means a good night's sleep.
Yeah, sometimes that's true. I've been known to sleep on a couch myself.
Yeah. I snore really bad, so it's really for everybody else's benefit.
So we're going to say Leave It to Beaver.
Yep, that's correct. Leave It to Beaver.
And I believe Psycho has the first toilet flush, right?
Yep.
In a movie.
It does. All right, question 18. I thought that was a telescope, or maybe a dip? First produced in 1935, what popular ceramic figurines were inspired by a nun's drawings of children, who also serves as their namesake?
I can see these silly things.
Okay.
Types
a
of
nun's
dip I know.
drawing and a telescope.
I thought it was a telescope or maybe a dip.
Hubble, Webb.
No Webb dip.
No Webb dip. No Hubble dip.
So. No Arecibo dip.
Hidden Valley.
No, there's no guacamole telescope.
A nun's drawings of children.
Turn into ceramic figurines.
I'm getting nowhere on this one.
Aren't those little
Precious
angel
Moments?
things?
Yeah, that kind of. I mean, the Precious Moments, they definitely do make little, like ceramic figurines.
Where does the dip or the
I was
telescope
going to say, or the
come in?
telescope doesn't really fit in there.
But I mean, talking about little children ceramic figurines, that is literally the only thing I can think of.
I would agree. That's
all I can think of. Also,
We're gonna say Precious Moments.
Okay, so they are named after the nun, which was in the question, but maybe not clearly enough. They're Hummels is what they're called.
Hummels. I have heard of that.
Hummels.
Yeah,
which is like a Hubble or a hummus.
I don't know those.
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
I think that's a few generations back. They were
Okay.
Much more popular.
Okay. We'll look them
Yeah,
up
so
after.
that was what I was given when my grandparents passed away, was their Hummels. And I was like, oh, gee, thanks.
Something to dust.
Yeah. Okay, question 19, dead ringer. Typically represented by the ominous blood on the handkerchief, tuberculosis is commonly referenced in popular culture, with famous references including Satine in Moulin Rouge and Fantine for Les Miserables. What other French character was suspected to suffer from Pott's disease, which is a manifestation of TB outside the lungs?
Another French character, Dead Ringer. Dead Ringer was a movie with Jeremy Irons.
Mm.
Did he play a famous French character with tuberculosis, perhaps?
Quite possibly. I remember him playing a famous African character by the name of Scar.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad that the
I
villain
don't
in
think
that
Scar
movie
had
was
TV.
British. Very fitting.
Another French character. Cardinal Richelieu, maybe? He might have played Cardinal Richelieu.
Not sure.
I have nothing.
I remember him playing Borgia, but Borgia was Italian.
I don't know. Outside of this. Trying to think of any French character that shows like outward signs of tuberculosis. I don't know. Let's say Cardinal Richelieu.
Okay, so Pott's disease is tuberculosis in your spine, and this is Quasimodo, so the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, interesting.
So dead ringer, bell ringer.
Gotcha.
Okay, question 20, the real Thin Lizzy. Pharmaceuticals are often derived from natural substances. In fact, the very popular GLP-1 agonist medications used in diabetes management or weight loss were actually developed from a protein found in the venom of what animal native to the southwestern U.S.?
Not platypus venom. Southwestern U.S. rattlesnake?
Possibly. What were you listening for in the clue, Ken?
I zoned out. What was the clue?
The real Thin Lizzy.
The real Thin Lizzy. It's thin. Thin lizard. Don't you think?
What was a Tin Lizzy?
That's what I was just trying to think of.
Another kind of snake?
Well, if it's a lizard, if it's a snake, is not a lizard, right? Like, is it a Gila? Oh, I think it is a Gila monster.
Ooh.
Now that I think I've heard this. I don't know why I've heard this. Probably on some trivia podcast. But that's a lizard, I think.
They are venomous, I believe, right? So let's go
I
with
think
it.
so.
All right, I hope it wasn't on this trivia podcast that you heard that, but it is, in fact, a Gila monster, yes.
Very good.
Well done. I gotta say that we should fund more science.
Yeah.
That's my plug for the day. I don't know how that happens. Like, I don't know what I can do about that as one person, but...
Well, after the second round here, we have 13 of these correct out of 20, giving us 130 points, and excited for the final round. Before we go there, one more time, want to remind everybody to check us out on Patreon. It is the main driver of how we keep the show going. So it's super important that we get support there, and we appreciate all the support we do get. But if you can spare $5 a month, you get all that bonus content. You get ad-free episodes. And most of all, you're just helping us continue to bring you great shows on a weekly basis. So once again, go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. And we will be back after this short break. All right, we are back, ready for the last 5 questions.
All right, so our final round. Question number 1. Sweet, what does mine say? Though not known for sure, the origin of what common slang term is thought to date back to the 1880s and was likely a reference to the song Yankee Doodle, though it wasn't widely used until about 100 years later.
Sweet, what does mine say?
Oh, that's that stupid movie. Oh my god. where they both get tattoos on their back because they're drunk and they wake up with tattoos on their back. And one says sweet and one says...
Dude.
There you go.
Sweet.
Bingo. Yep. So dude is your answer.
Oh.
Okay, number 2. It ain't easy. In Japan, there are over 400 different flavors of Kit Kats available, often more savory than sweet. The popularity of this treat in Japan is said to be due to the resemblance to the phrase kirokatsu, which I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of, which means sure to win. Of these over 400 flavors, which flavor is their top seller?
I bet you it's the matcha Kit Kat.
And that would track with It Ain't Easy being green.
Oh, true.
That was my first thought.
Jeff, you got quite a few flavors of Kit Kat when we traveled.
You know what's funny? I actually still have a couple. I think they're probably good. But,
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's
They're
no
Kit Kats,
food
they'll
in
be
there.
No, it's
Fine.
like it's all sugar. So.
So we're going to say the matcha.
Yep, that's exactly right.
I think I brought 9 of them home. And the least popular was barley.
You got the barley flavor?
Yeah.
I'd try that.
Nobody seemed to care for the barley ones. So
All right, number 3, Gathering Awards. There have been several movies where a woman has played a cisgender male character, but only one such performance has won an Academy Award. What actress accomplished this by playing a Chinese Australian man alongside Mel Gibson?
I don't know what you guys are laughing about, but I have nothing here other than gathering awards to say.
Did you say this person won an Academy Award for playing a Chinese Australian man across from Mel Gibson?
Correct, yes. It was a Best Supporting Actress award.
What in the world? Mel Gibson.
it wasn't Bob Dylan.
Probably wasn't the Passion of the Christ.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go, is the Bob Dylan. Dude, how could I not know this?
Do you know a lot of Mel Gibson movies?
Well, this is a very unique situation, yeah.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
you'd think it would jump out.
Does Gathering help at all? Gathering. It was Gathering Awards.
Was there a pre hint on this one?
The category Gathering Awards is a
Awards.
hint, yes.
Gathering Awards.
Like, was there a movie where Mel was a hunter or something, like a hunter-gatherer type thing, or
Or is there someone's last name who means to gather?
Helen Hunt.
I don't think this came up in What Women Want.
that was my next guess, but no.
Who? Chinese Australian.
Gather, bring things together.
Man, I don't know.
I've got nothing.
I got nothing.
I'm sure I'm gonna hear it and say that makes sense, but I don't know.
Yeah, tell us.
So Helen Hunt was close. It's Linda Hunt, who played Billy Kwan in The Year of Living Dangerously with Mel Gibson.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look this one up because none of that rang a bell. But interesting. Lost to time, I guess. This movie, this performance.
I had never heard of this movie either before writing this question.
Some things just don't age well, I guess.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson, for example.
Somehow aged
Yes.
worse than
More ways than one.
All right, question number 4. This question comes with a joke. What species of fish live in communities with a single dominant female and undergo a process known as protandry, where the largest male of the group will transform into a female when that one female dies? No wonder they're always getting lost. No one's willing to ask for directions.
Yeah, I didn't need that hint because there's something that I would have really, really liked.
Scientifically accurate Finding Nemo.
That is correct. I would like a scientifically accurate Finding Nemo because Finding Nemo would not have had a dad.
So we're gonna say clownfish.
Clownfish?
Yep, it is clownfish.
Last question of the game. This has been a great one. Let's finish it strong.
All right. Question 5. It's definitely gold. Most well known for being played during sporting events and getting everyone yelling, hey, the Hey song is actually the instrumental portion, part 2, of the 1972 song Rock and Roll by what artist?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
All right.
Do you know?
I can't remember.
Yeah. Kristin, do you remember?
Nope. As soon as you say it, we'll be like, yep, that was it.
I remember
But
the
do
other
not
part
recall.
is Alan Parsons Project.
Well, Alan Parsons Project, you're talking about that. That was the Bulls theme
Yeah,
in the 90s.
but they were like hand in hand.
For a Chicago 90s kid, yes.
Yeah.
But this is famously Without a Part 1, Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter. Not all that glitters is gold, Ken.
I see.
Good.
But this time it is. Yes, it's Gary Glitter.
All right. Well, we did.
It's impossible to get him out of my carpets. He's everywhere.
We did 4 out of 5 in that final round there, bringing our total score to 17 of 25 possible correct answers, giving us 170 points. Hope you guys at home did well as well. And mostly want to thank our lovely guests today. We'll start with Lydia. Any final shout outs from you?
So it was great to be here. Thank you guys very much. I would like to shout out Louie and Marty, who helped me play test on Discord, and my sisters, who helped me play test as well. And if I may, put a final shout out there for vaccines.
Yeah,
They work.
do
Get
that. Kristin, lovely having you. And again, thank you, Lydia, for the great game. Kristin, lovely having you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. And thanks for pointing out all those hints to me that I just totally glazed over. Why don't you go ahead and give your shout outs as well?
All right. Well, I think, Lydia, this was a fun game. Thank you guys for having me. This was the first time, probably not a last time, but it'll probably be another couple of years because I'm really bad about signing up for trivia things when it comes to it. Usually I get onto trivia shows and I'm like, can you fill in, please? Because I forgot to do something or somebody failed. But on the question of how you can fund science, you can always write to all your people who represent you, both in Washington and locally, and you can do all the local things. Vote in local elections, support local businesses, etc. They are the ones that make a difference. And so if you want change, it all starts at home.
Indeed. Think globally, act locally, right?
Yeah. Is that John Muir?
I'm not sure. But
You know what I am sure of, Ken?
Yeah, that we love Airwave
That
Media.
we're sponsored. We're a part of Airwave Media.
That's right.
And as a part of Airwave Media, we love to shout out other shows that you can check out, such as
That aren't who arted.
No, who arted, because I mean, that one's great. But what about the Bibliophage podcast, Ken?
Sounds good.
Eat a book lately?
Yeah.
That's not their slogan. That's just
It
what
should
it
be.
means. What about the Dark Histories podcast? And have you tried Hands on Windows?
Hands on Windows? Like the computers?
No, like the scene in Titanic.
Oh, I see. What's the podcast about, though? Do we know?
Yeah, it helps you to adapt to the changes made in Windows 11.
I see. Yeah. Everybody needs that. Check out Hands on Windows when you have computer needs. Yeah. Airwavemedia.com to check out all those great podcasts and more. So that's our game. Once again, thank you, Kristin and Lydia, for joining us today. Thank you, Jeff, for being my co-host today. No thanks to Neil and Matt. But that was Triviality. Bye-bye now.